Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Evoland 2. We ended the last episode with acquiring the Stone of Time that we need on the Cursed Isle, but on that journey along the way we also got a piece of mana. So what I want to do before we head back to the captain to take us to the Cursed Isle is to go back BB and see if we can upgrade one of our powers once again, or if it's going to be stored until we get a third character. Personally, I'm hoping that they will upgrade Fina, and maybe we'll learn how to move across water, because it would be cool if we could charge Fina, and then she won't only dash forward, but take Shiro with her as well. Let's see. Yes, what a fine young man you are. What can I do for you, darling? Do you know that you're asking me, my little peach cobbler? First, I can only proceed with the awakening if you bring me enough mana. Mana, that life energy, extremely rare stuff. And even then, if the woken individual isn't ready to accept the awakening, they'll die. Alright, so I'm hoping one of it will still be enough. Oh, wonderful. You took up some mana. We'll get the awakening then. Fina, cause by the way she's talking, I'm assuming if we want to go to level 3 with Minos, we need even more mana, or maybe a different kind of mana, like mana level 2. I'm thinking maybe 2 pieces of mana, but let's upgrade Fina. Upgrading powers. Fina's power has reached level 2. Focus longer for a more powerful attack. What can I do for you, darling? Absolutely nothing. See you soon, my rubber ducky. Alright. Let's see what it can do for us. Okay, it looks like it really is just more powerful, which is not necessarily a bad thing. So maybe the third person is the one that can take us over other bodies of water. And the only way to figure that out? By continuing on. So let's go to the Cursed Isle. Wondering if the captain is still willing to take us there, but I don't think he has a choice. We have permission from our good old friend at the traders. Well, where exactly do you want to go? What, you want to go back to the Cursed Isle? Isn't it just my lucky day? Fair warning, there's nowhere we're docking there. Yeah. Same as last time. 1 hour, if we don't make it back, it's your own damn problem. Alright. Yes. I was gonna assume that we need to put the Stone of Time into the bowl we managed to excavate on that island. I say excavate, but we basically load up Minos to level 2 and just blew all the sand away. Which was very cool, admittedly. Alright. Let's see. Anything? Okay, it looked like a puzzle of some kind. Do we need to go across a certain pattern? Not bad. Does it mean now we gotta pick up the stone again and put it in the other one? And there it is, the stairs that I already thought was gonna show up right there. Will the megalith be on top? And moreover, will we actually use it straight away? And where will we end up? Back into the past? Or even further into the future? It is. This one is complete and active. Finally, we found a megalith. See, Minos, you didn't have to be such a pessimist. It appears to be functional. Perhaps the Stone of Time has enabled it. That's exactly what I was thinking. Anyway, that's our ticket out of here. I would not be so sure. What if we end up in an altogether new era? A time without a mystery, devoid of poetry. A time when life consists of killing people, FPS style. What the heck are you on about? I am only theorizing. It is equally possible that we will end up in my era. Or that Miss Fina and Megaclink. But, as Miss Fina would say, I fear we have no other choice anyway. Exactly. Off we go, Kuro. We won't know until we get there. And I don't want to stick around in this future. Yeah, where our town doesn't even exist anymore. Alright. Back to the past, or into the future we go. Yeah! Minos! Oh no! You turned into a woman! Minos? That name rings a bell. So, you're not Minos. I'm sorry, I was very startled to see you appear like that. I haven't introduced myself. My name is Velvet. I bet she is the researcher that suddenly disappeared years ago. And who might you be? For that matter, how did you get here? Minos. Kuro, I'm afraid Minos is stuck in the future. Maybe because Velvet was in that very spot at that precise moment. Which means he wasn't able to materialize here? The megalith. It's deactivated. Kuro, you think somebody messed with the Stone of Time? Yes. That's one explanation, but who would have followed us to the island? The megalith. The Stone of Time. I knew it. You're Magi. No, we're just ordinary humans. We're just on a really long trip. By the way, could you tell us what year this is exactly? Oh, we're in 999. Not for much longer, mind you. The celebrations for the 50th anniversary of the Empire's victory will coincide with the new millennium. Kuro, we're finally back. I'll see to my village again. The 50th anniversary, but that's when the great disaster is supposed to happen. What disaster? Kuro, I know we can stop this from happening. We don't have much time. We need to find out what happened. What will happen? So, it was true. I never believed it. According to the ancient text, megaliths can be used to travel through time. And you found the Stone of Time. I spent my whole life looking for it. It's a long story. I really don't have time to tell you right now. If the great disaster comes to pass, then I do not want that future. Let me go with you. I've studied the Magi for years. If all of this has something to do with them, then you can count on my help. It could be dangerous, you know. Well, I'm no stranger to danger myself. What do you think, Kuro? Should she come with us? Yes, the more the merrier, especially when Minos is not here. Thank you. Alright, then let's start by getting out of here. Your timing is perfect. I'm being held captive by the pirates. If you hadn't arrived, I I don't know if I would have made it out on my own. Velvet has joined. At the loss of another member. Pirate, you're saying? Doesn't that sound familiar, Kuro? Pirate Roberts is back in business. Alright, so they think Minos is still in the future because he couldn't get back because Velvet was there. But why doesn't Minos just use the stone again? Just pick it up, drop it again, and maybe use the pyramid? Unless they were actually true, there was someone else messing with us. I hope he's gonna be alright. Alright, let's charge her. Nice. And she's probably the one that's gonna break it. Not even? Maybe we do need Velvet then? As to test out her abilities. Ah, she freezes stuff. Oh, that's actually really cool. Literally. Okay, what's behind here? Anything? Probably not, but hey. I would be amiss to not test it out. So this cursed island is basically also the pirate base. Like I think we learned about in the future or in the past. It's also confusing. The island does seem to be a little bit different. The prisoner's getting away. Yarr! Who dares oppose us? We are the fearless pirates of the bay. Claims to the ownership crumble at your feet. What's yours is ours. And vice versa. What'd you say, Wedge? You're supposed to say, and all that jazz. I know, but I thought vice versa sounded nicer. I mean, who still says and all that jazz nowadays? Biggs, he's kinda got a point. And of course, just like we saw in Chris Tales in the last game we played, Biggs and Wedge show up once again. Yeah, they made a real impression through Final Fantasy. They really did. Yeah, I don't much care for all that jazz either. But nobody ever listens to me in those group meetings. All I ask is that you say that we said to say. If you say something different every time, what's the point of those meetings? I have to agree with you on that one, Biggs. Right, so where were we? And all that jazz. Right, sorry, Biggs. It's water under the bridge. Hey, wait. That's not the prisoner. Motion to hold a meeting on the subject of our next move. Motion accepted. What a bunch of losers for pirates. They can't even do anything by themselves. Oh well, but that actually works out quite well for us. At least I hope so. Maybe we can use this distraction to get off the island again, at least for the time being. Soon you will witness to the bloodlust of the pirates of the bay. At least that's what I plan to suggest at the meeting. I agree with everyone else. What's the use of holding meetings if we just fight? One moment. Can't you see we're in the middle of a meeting? This time, I'll keep my word. I'll do what we decide on. We're busy here. What kind of pirate are you guys? Trying to hold a meeting on the fate of someone that's trying to escape because you don't recognize who it is? Oh well. Alright. Having heard the arguments, counter-arguments and suggestions, I've made my decision. We will attack the intruder because we are the fierce pirates of the bay. Motion accepted. Biggs? What now, Wedge? It's just that, looking at the intruder, I think I recognize him. Now, why wouldn't you say so earlier? Well, it's just, if you look real close, his red hair, goggles on his forehead, none of that rings a bell for you? It's the ghost of Pirate Roberts. Wait. Do we go to the past at some point and actually initiate the legend of Pirate Roberts? Oh, that would be really awesome. He's come back to have his revenge. Everyone, get on the ship. Alright, guess this island is now technically ours. Do hope they left, they left a barge for us. You got a wonderful boat. Men, carrying all their equipment is getting ridiculous. Okay, so it is now our boat. For some reason, Velvet reminds me of that girl in Scott Pilgrim with the glasses. Yeah, I don't know why, but that's what she reminds me of. Okay, so we can only go into shallow waters and probably where there is a dock to land on. Is that the official pirate hideout? Aha! You got to be pretty brave to assault our lair, but I'm afraid we only accept challenges from other pirates. And I think it is. I cannot land without a dock. At least not in this time, with this ship. Who knows, maybe we're gonna upgrade it to something bigger like an airship and then we can just land on it. Going by traditional RPG standards, of course. Yeah, I think that's the only one we got. Cursed by the name of the Pirate Roberts. Because of him and his treasure, everyone vies to become pirate kings. With all those criminals running about, every child wanna grow up to be a pirate. There was also another reason they could hold. It really looks so much like the spirit of Captain Robert. Maybe we are just a fan and we're trying to impersonate him? I was still a wee lad when Pirate Robert sailed the open sea. Them were good old days. I used to come to the beach and watch the boats, but the waves covered up all the sand bit by bit. Do you reckon Sierra Harbor will be completely flooded someday? Probably. Hello, don't mind me, I'm just barging in. Oh, I just love cooking. Seems a gourmet chef is trying to make over McDonald's. Do you think they'll be able to reinvent that wretched excuse of a restaurant? Personally, I doubt it. Okay, so we got our confirmation. The one thing we questioned in the future McDonald's were the recipes still the same. Rats and spider legs. Apparently not. Apparently they actually got French fries now. What on earth are the Imperial forces up to? They're supposed to be protecting the citizenry, yet they do nothing to stand up to the pirates of the bay. All I want is to get rich without my ship being boarded and pillaged. Well, that's basically what pirates do, so you got to plan for that. We're sisters. Hee. We're sisters. Hee. And you sound like twins. You look a little bit like Nina and... Oh god, I don't know what's the other name of the character in Tekken? Nina Williams? Her sister is so unimportant that I can't remember her name. That's really bad. If anyone's watching, do you know? No idea. Alright, but I love the chocobo picture in the background. Pirates so love challenging each other, bare knuckle brawls. I find it all brutal and barbaric, don't you? Depends against who it is. Sometimes it's barbaric, sometimes it's very stressful even. Okay, so we probably need to go to a couple of places. I want to see if Bibi actually still exists. We definitely want to go to Genova to check out the McDonald's because it's being overhauled. There is this place where we played the minigame in the past. There is now a plant on the open space, so we definitely want to check that out as well. But what will we do first? Oh, the rock is probably still here, isn't it? And because we don't have Minos with us, we cannot break the rock apart. That might be a problem. And of course, we want to go back to the village just to see if it's still there. Okay, Genova will probably be the last place, because that's where we need to figure out what the disaster is going to be and how to stop it. And I want to check out Wind Valley, because there was a guy in the future that said he knew us. So I'm guessing we're going to meet him. Ah, you're still here? Do you think I have time to waste? I came here for some peace and quiet. Now leave. I'm conducting a very important research. I think he's the guy that crash lands, doesn't it? And the old guy that's there is probably his assistant that still knows us from coming around that often. But what will we find if we go to the top? Oh, that's cool. It's still the same type of level, but in a different... Oh, we can't jump the mushrooms. That would mean that we can't go through it, can... What the hell? Okay, I'm curious. We, Guardians, were discovered by the Magi. They believed they were our creators, but they merely found us. You, who would seek our sacred power of wind, I see you are wide awake, but did you bring me what I asked for? What did he ask for? I have no idea. What am I missing? Is it sugar, flavorful tea, gravity? That's not it. Let's see, there's something in the text. No, I'm gonna leave it for now. I don't want to potentially lose an item if this isn't the right one. So I'm hoping that if we go to Genova or talk to more people, we can figure out what the actual item is. Because I don't think we know what it is, right? And maybe we need to go further into the past to figure out what he wants and then bring it in this time. Because I think eventually we'll get free travel to whatever time we want, whenever we want. Don't know how, don't know why, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna be it. And we have this mountain here as well, which we couldn't enter. But if you also looked while we were heading toward the laboratory, you could see the other town still being there. So at least the town is safe. I just wonder, with what we've done in the past, did it change anything? Are the people living there still the exact same, or are there others? You got red goop. Yes. We want red goop. Just a full-on heal if you bring it to Bibi. And again, if Bibi isn't alive, we might need to find a way to travel to the future to get those potions. But like I said, they are more like an emergency thing, so... That door looks awfully familiar. Because it exists in all time. And I think it's where we need to go to stop the disaster. Very big assumption, I know, but... It's what it feels like, that all the sorcerers are there trying to create a weapon against the demons in the past, and at some point something goes wrong and creates it. There is even a chance that we are the ones that created the disaster, trying to stop it. Just like Mina said, what if everything is already fixed? And by going back and trying to change it, we actually setting in motion the thing we're trying to change. That rock slide is blocking the way to my village, but we've got more important things to take care of right now. Okay. Yeah, really interesting to see where this game will take that take. Well, they say future is unchangeable. You just, whatever you do, you are actually making it happen? Or can we change it? And if we can, how will we do it? I wonder if people are actually trying to get rid of the boulder. With lots of minos, we can't do it. I was caught napping on duty again, so now I'm stuck guarding this old bridge. As if the demons would ever come back to attack us. Oh well, at least it's nice out, and I just know I'll doze off again. During the Great War, a demon prince supposedly lifted this boulder with his bare hands to close up the bridge and prevent the Imperial forces from advancing. What astounding strength he must have had. Can you believe that? Yes and no. I was actually there. Alright, let's see if we can still play a game here. A very frustrating game that took a lot of my money and I still couldn't find it. I played it so much between the episodes and just couldn't find it. And I think it's at a point that I'm unlucky than anything else. And there's no minigame? Seeing as the person probably isn't here anymore. So might as well just get all the bushes for all the money. I do wonder, I still of course, because we talked about it before, if you go with the Omicron or whatever the stone is called, you can get some really nice pieces of equipment. But is that gonna be the last level? And so making anything else, buying everything else, has no longer no purpose. Will we still be able to? Because I would really love to have all pieces of armor in our list. Because if that's the case, I'd rather not make the specialty equipment until we have everything else. I still wonder how we found my treasure so quickly. Ooh, someone did find your treasure. And it wasn't me. I tried so many times. But who knows, maybe we'll figure out the trick to it. Maybe he'll tell us at some point. Alright, let's go to the forest before we are done and need to go to Genova for all the extra information. I don't understand why the demons don't just try to run away. I mean, that's what I would do if I were them. It must be proof that they're just animals. No, it means they are beaten to a bloody pulp and has no more reason to resist. They need a leader, they need Minos. I do not believe in fate, yet I often wonder what we did to deserve this. With a little luck, I'll die soon in a rock slide. Demons captured during the war work here to bolster the Empire's wealth. It's a good thing that demons live so long and are so hardy. We will free them in another 50 years or so. This seems like something we can break, but we don't have the item to do it, because we all know if you want to break a wall, you need a Morning Star or bombs. It's RPG standards. Let me be, I have work to do. Most of my friends have died while working in this mine. Only the toughest survive. I do not think we are lucky to be alive. To me, it's rather a curse. Yeah. Trust me, if I have any chance to rectify it, I will. When my suffering is too great, I think back on the times when I would stargaze as a child. Do you think there are other worlds out there, far from our own, where everyone is happy? That's a bit of a tall order, but you can hope. When all hope is lost, nothing remains but a deep black hole. All days are alike, everything just repeats endlessly. Living and reliving the same pain, is that what eternal life is like? Damn. This is a really very depressing mine. You got a key from the children. The game would have been so much simpler with a lockpicking skill. Okay, well, what does this mean? Would this be the children that we... No, that's the future. So it cannot be of them. Could it be from the orphanage we helped in the past? But then why would they be there? I've got so many questions. So many things we still need to discover. Okay, so we went everywhere but Genova, and I think I'll leave it here, and we start next time by going into the main city and trying to figure out what the hell is causing the disaster, and let's see if we can prevent it. And while we're at it, maybe we can find Minos as well and have ourselves a full-on party. But right now, Minos is gone. His upgrade is still there, but he is gone. Okay, and we have 4 pieces. So in the past we could make something, but for now we have to keep it. And we have 1 item of the 4 on top. But the first one is the boat. I do wonder what the other 3 is going to be. And we have plenty of cash, a decent level. I think we're in a good place. Alright, so next time we're going to continue that. For now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.